the shotgun there above the air conditioner. That was the one left by Bonnie and Clyde. Now, Grandpa was the storyteller, Grandma wasn't. And she was a very blunt woman. She said they were the most mean and evil people she ever met.
Really?
If you don't mind, sir, I'm just going to come around here so you guys can walk around this way and check everything out if you like.
We know this old
Oh, thank you.
So how does that work? People just drive in and stuff?
Yeah, we're just a little mom and pop tourist attraction. We're actually known worldwide. So we get people from all over the world.
I expected there to be more people here, but maybe a
Yeah,
parking lot.
today, you're the first. Today it's
Really?
been slow. Yeah.
Okay.
But
we're okay where we're at. We
Oh.
just push on through.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, you're good where you're parked.
Okay.
If you'd like to send me a guest book, please feel free. I am also going to point this out. For the bicentennial, 7-Up put out the 50 states. It had either red or blue 7-Ups on the back, and it makes Uncle Sam.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty cool because I don't think we knew what pixels were back in 1976, and it
That's
totally looks
interesting.
pixelated. If you'd like to go through the books, please feel free. They are not.
How cool is this place? And you can just look around, go slow and take your time, look at whatever you want. There's no rush. Got such cool things in here.
On the castle walls, and they're the Christmas bugle ones that's supposed to have a bugle. Well, I had them up there as orientation pieces on my castle walls, just represent, like how the castle, how the little stuff on top. And one day I had a French couple standing there talking gibberish, which means I do not understand French whatsoever, and they're gibbering away. And all of a sudden the woman does turn to me and she goes, "We're just trying to figure out why your angels are smoking." Because the bugles are missing, so there's two things sticking out like that. And I went, "I'll be darned, they are smoking." I said, "I never noticed it that way." And then the gentleman turns around and goes, "Okay, dude, what's your play on words for this now?" So I looked at it a few seconds and go, "Oh, I guess they're getting higher."
Yeah, that's right.
And then everything has that addition on it, because now being Tuesday's coming up, you might notice, we are being politically correct out here. We do have a left and right wing angel. I said we have a left and right wing angel. And then you might notice down at the base we threw the Green Party in for the fun of it. So I think all my bases covered there. So there's more bat puns there, and then of course some of the other ones I'll ramble over. But I know my wife said you want to walk on your own, so I'll buzz back out again. But out there, when you walk through that one area, Mother Nature once again, not complaining because I just discovered what happened in Oklahoma last night, Oklahoma City area. The tornado system went through there. In case you didn't hear about it.
Last night?
Yeah, their tornado system went through that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't read for it. I just discovered it when you guys pulled in, started pulling up. Yeah, their tornado system. We've had quite a few tornadoes in this area. Luckily, not this area, but like within miles of us.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. When I say Mother Nature's wicked to me, she can be a lot wickeder to me.
Yeah.
But back there, we had, you might notice we were growing shoe hives back there. Shoe hives. Well, one of the trees decided to commit suicide. So now we have a suicidal tree. Suicidal tree. So Mother Nature keeps doing things to me. And they get turned into that. And then also in that area where you saw that kind of like tinted areas blocking part of the art supplies, we get bands perform there occasionally. That whole area, that area is a dance floor. So you might notice that one tree had a bunch of UGG type boots in it. Well, that's your UGG Billy tree. But after a night of concerts, so much to drink, it becomes your booty tree. And as you guys walk by, you might notice a few phones, so you can make some booty calls from there. And then there was the "Don't Tread on Me" section. "Don't tread on me," where the treadmill was, the tire treads. They're all the different treads. So don't tread on me with the hidden Mickey, if you happen to notice. There was a hidden Mickey over there. Once since the hidden Mickey's here lately. And then the old. I'm trying to turn it into, in case you're wondering, it's a work in progress now because I'm trying to figure out how to make it look right. But I'm trying to turn that what looks used to be a chicken coop into like like an old freight tugboat, like those steam tugboats that push things. Performing area. I'm trying to make. Well, we get to the point. It used to be at my rattlesnake place, so you might notice we had the killer milkshake because that snake looking thing milk. Shake, yeah. So milkshake. But to get the point, that was my grandparents' original chicken coop. It was the original chicken coop, and unfortunately, we had UFO landed here about 3 years ago, and he still works full on some of this stuff. It happened 3 years ago. UFO landed here. Every once UFO land here, probably no, you don't. You forget when that sucker takes off. It burns your place down, so you might notice all the burnt trees over there. Yeah. So when you think the UFO landing is not true, you might have noticed I had the recreation of the UFO landing. I only saw it round circle thing with that little, what looks like it's actually a manicure chair, but
Did you see that?
yeah, you probably did. It's right here on the side.
There's a lot here to remember.
But as always said, it was UFO. When you think the UFO story is not true, that's the recreation of the UFO landing. And I always say any UFO landing, any southern state is being powered by one of those motors. So the motor was a gun bolt like motor.
Okay.
And I always say when the fire crew left that night, the fire chief does come to me and goes, "Do you know how to start it?" I said, "Yes, I do know how to start it." But the true story tonight is UFO landed here. Just rolled his eyes up, walked off, asked their questions afterwards. So that's what I'm recreating that back to take place. My grandparents' original chicken coop. It was this old chicken coop. Only difference is this one is about 7, 8 feet tall, depending on what the area. Because my grandparents' chicken coop was only about 4 to 5 feet tall. So they were short. Chickens are short. But I did use her story. So every time I was in there looking for something, I run in my security team and hit my head on her beam getting out of there. So this one, when I do put the roof on, I'll run out of that one. Don't fall me off. So that's recreation and that kind of turned it in. I brought around the more than you want me to, but everything was a play on words, including your fully functioning Hillbilly deer stand you might have noticed out there.
Okay.
There's a chair on top. I don't know if you can tell from here. Now there's a chair on top of it. And then there's a heater underneath the chair, so he rumples in his fold before he waits for the deer to go by. And then, I don't know, some of the other things, the tree has vacuum cleaners in it. Obviously, you guys probably realize that tree really does suck. And then we're not legal in Kentucky yet as far as recreational weed. So you probably saw Kentucky's legal pot garden over there, pot garden. And you do have to weed out the pans occasionally. If you don't pans, don't think you're good pot. And then any tree next to pot garden would be pretty wacky. So you have the wacky. And then, I don't know, everything over there had a bad pun. One of my favorite ones to look at now. I was in LA for 20 years doing acting, how no idea who I am. So it's how well I did after 20 years. But I brought back the tabloid news system because there's a phone, a pole that has 3 telephones on it, so the original three-way calling. The next to it, there was a scoop with a typewriter with a jar of dirt and trash. So we got obviously the scoop, the dirt, the trash on it. If not, we will dig up something about you and then sell it to 3 organizations at the same time. So like I said, their own tabloid news system. And then even that couch in the tree out there, I would always say I had to bring back the casting couch. So I levitate in the trees and saw the dirt going on underneath it. All the dirt underneath it. And then there's all kind of other music puns out there because there's like doors out there. So I had 4 doors. That'd be the truth of the doors. One door had no screen. So I'd be Jim Morrison, who was always shirtless on stage. And Jimi Hendrix. There's all kind of music tributes out there, including where you're looking straight ahead right there. You might see there's it's supposed to be a dryer. It turns out to be a front end washing machine, but I will tumble for you. I will tumble for you. And then, even this right here, I'll just point some stuff. I will walk off so you guys can enjoy it. But this here is modern technology impaired. So when you walk around, I don't know if it's 3 beer bottles in the computer. So modern technology impaired. And you might look at one of those 3B computers. Everything looks 3D after 3Bs. And then that is the original set of mash over there. It was a mash today cans. I don't know where it's wrong angle, but mash today cans. Original set of mash, complete with boot camp. And you might notice there's a satellite dish over there for radar, and yes, cleaner showed up too. And then I don't know, everything's and then the neighbors in the county thought I was that, by the way.
The devil?
Yeah, they thought it was that. What they were doing to me, I felt like there was a devil too. So inspired that devil tester over there. If you guys do happen to pass the devil tester, welcome to Great Every Stream, you might see. And you head on down to the hot party.
Oh, okay.
And then on the other side of that, so it's working today. We're doing our share to keep that global warming down. I think air blowing through ice will help a lot. So, and then Calvert City does have driving movies here, still functioning as probably might remember, we have both kinds of apple trees. We have red and green. We had red and green out there, and one of the trees was producing a nice apple. It's like a Macintosh computer.
Yeah, that computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So-
saw that.
And then if you have to be into other roadside attractions, if you've been to Salvation Mountain in California, and Salt Sea area of California, that mound thing you saw is a tribute to Salvation Mountain. So that's kind of like what you might be not quite sure what all that was about. It's a tribute to Salvation Mountain. So mine's Salvation Mound, because that one is strictly a big mountain that's been decorated. It's a religious piece. It's a tribute to God. So it's all all religious quotes and stuff on it. So that's kind of like where you might saw it's supposed to be Jesus. You walk around and saw the one image. It's supposed to be Jesus because the dude's mountain is 2 stories tall, and he has a heart that's the entire size of the mountain, and he has religious sayings in his mountain. And you walk up the old brick road side to the top. What I guess my kids said one day, wow, Dad, just we can see that you put your own image into the art.
Yeah.
And then mine has like a heart, and it has a peace sign for the peace of love. The guy was trying to tell us that God loves us all, and that's what his mountain's about. There's a huge mountain, so that's that. So I do a lot of tributes, and of course, Cadillac Ranch. I know you got that, the Lawnmower Ranch, but yeah. So that's what I came back to do with the Toyland, and then that night, so when that happened. And I lived in LA, so I used to go to all the weird folk art places out in the desert. Love those places. Never thought I would have a place like that. And then I started doing this weird stuff, and of course the county wasn't done with me, so it kept me free PR. They kept me to the local media here. Supposedly portrayed me as a public nuisance, but it backfired when I got portrayed as an eccentric artist, or trying to keep the flair of the old roadside track alive. And before long, we had a Associated Press guy. He showed up, Associated Press guy and the photographer. I wasn't even here. My wife and I weren't even here at the time. We were for a gentleman in Mayfield, Kentucky, and our oldest son was staying here. So we were more scared of our local county than we were anything else. We weren't scared of people coming here damaging the place. We were scared of the county using any possibility to kind of get rid of us. So I called my son and go, "How's everything going?" He goes, "Dad, everything's wonderful. Everything's going great. Nothing's going on." However, I got done talking to a Associated Press reporter. I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, he was here for you, Dad." And I said, what did you say? He goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. Make it sound good. Don't worry about it. He's going to be calling you up anyway eventually." And then about a week later, I forgot that he had come by here. He called us up and talked to me and my wife. And then I got the article and never hit the paper because I did work for media at one point in Evanston, Indiana. And so I didn't think the article ever get out there. And then all of a sudden, on Thanksgiving weekend, so we're almost getting ready to celebrate our I guess 17th anniversary, on 2007, that Associated Press article hit the wire in the thing on 2007, the Friday after Thanksgiving. So my gentleman I was working for in Mayfield, Kentucky, he calls me up and goes, "Dude, you know that Associated Press article you thought never hit the wire? It's on our Mayfield paper today." And then I was like, "I'm too lazy to drive to Mayfield." Mayfield's only like 15 minutes away. I'm too lazy to drive to Mayfield. Can you save me the paper for me? And he goes, "Yeah, I'll save it for you." And I go, "Okay, cool." And then I get off the internet because I'm older than you guys, so I'm old. So I'm still using road maps to get around. And I pulled up an article in Tampa, Florida. I found an article in Tampa, Florida. And they give directions, I guess, from Tampa, Florida to our front doorstep. And it said knock on door. It actually said knock on door to give a tour. So I was first of all amazed they gave thorough directions how to get here. And then it said knock on door to give a tour. And then I pulled up an air paper from somewhere in England. I don't think it was London, but somewhere in England I pulled up an air paper from the Kennedy Airport, gave directions once again. And then it said knock on the door, give a tour. And I said to my wife, "Am I reading this right?" And she's like, "Yeah, we're going to show people." We literally had nothing set up at this time. So that's why you see Star Wars open signs. They're more for the neighbors. Like, first thing we did, I did all the Star Wars open signs for the neighbors. Like, you didn't give us free PR, it wouldn't be open. And then we literally had to open that weekend. We did have some people actually stop from the article. And then I had to crash course because none of this was up. But the only thing up was the bed and breakfast was up. You know, the van area had started, and Toyland was only about this much of Toyland was built, and still boxes on there. So as I built, I kept moving boxes around until we got that semi truck. I kept moving boxes around while I built Toyland. And then, so we had crash courses, and then about 2 months later, we had Fox News Network actually show up. The Fox News Network, not one of the affiliations, the actual network showed up. And that lady, she was out here interviewing me and my wife, and then the photographer was out taking the B-roll. And then when she left, she goes, "This probably won't get seen." I mean, I understand it's a human interest story. I get used to work for media. I know how that goes. And I said, "However, thanks for coming. I didn't even invite you guys. Thanks for showing up. They just showed up to Wisconsin. Thanks for coming." And then they left, and she just kind of said, "Probably won't get seen." And I'm like, "Yeah, probably won't get seen." And then about that, I think it was that fall, I got calls from one of my friends back in LA calling up going, "Dude, we just saw in the Fox News Network. How in the hell are you convincing those people back to take your folk artists now?" And I'm like, "I don't know. They're always calling me folk artists. I'm just playing along with it, guys." And then some of my friends back here were like jet artists. I was saying, maybe 2 hours, 2 days, 2 months, 2 years on something.
Yeah.
I come out here and nail something to a tree, and someone's like, "What inspired you to do that?" So I feel bad about my quick art. I call it quick art. So that's when the bad puns came into play. So I can feel comfortable with my quick art, and that's all fun. So it all kind of migrated with
We
that.
had no idea there was so many connected pieces of fun in one place.
Yeah, well, it goes together. Like I said, I won't keep boring, but there's over 50, 60 bad puns, and like I said, that is your retirement home. And you might notice the sexy taro from here, sunbathing in the shade. One of the computers, you might notice there was a work shoe shoved into one of the computers. That was a little bit farmer in the Dell.
Oh, okay.
So, and then you're looking at the back side of it, but when you go on the other side of this trailer, that's our Hillbilly. When you go on the other side, you notice that's our Hillbilly spaceship. Because like I said, the only people see UFOs seem to be country people or hillbillies.
Yeah, right.
It's demonstrated about the UFO landing here. And then, like I said, so we need our own UFO also, our own spaceship. So on the other side, you'll notice, because this side, it looks like a trail right. The other side, you'll start seeing the UFO aspect. So that's our spaceship, and it does take a lot of pedal power. You can push your guys, so a bicycle in front. And I always tell them about your safety. So on the seat of the bicycle, you notice there's a helmet. And your safety helmet, when you do put it on, I always say don't overstrain yourself. So it gives you an idea what that is. So you don't overstrain yourself. And then you can kind of see the tanning bed hatch on top of what's left there. There's a tanning bed hatch on top for the dark side of the moon. And then on the other side, you'll notice that sophisticated push button intercom system. So there's a phone there, buttons that are taking the place of the push. Yeah, it's literally a push button telephone. Okay. So as you UFO thing, and then I don't know, as you go, and then the semi trailer. I know my wife already mentioned to you. Just let you know, 80% of the collection that we accumulated back in LA is still sitting in that semi trailer with that bigger Toyland. Yeah, 20 years. But I brought back the Cowboy News System because there's a phone there, a pole that has 3 telephones on it. So the original three-way calling. The next to it was a scoop with a typewriter with a jar of dirt and trash. So we got obviously the scoop, the dirt, the trash on it. If not, we will dig up something about you and then sell it to 3 organizations at the same time. So like I said earlier, Cowboy News System. And then even that couch in the tree out there, I would always say I had to bring back the casting couch. So I left it in the tree so you saw the dirt going on underneath it.
Oh, is that awesome?
All the dirt underneath it. And then there's all kind of other music puns out there because there's like doors out there. So I had 4 doors. That'd be the truth of the doors. One door had no screen. So I'd be Jim Morrison. He was always shirtless on stage. And Jimi Hendrix. There's all kind of music tributes out there, including where you're looking straight ahead right there. You might see there's it's supposed to be a dryer. It turns out to be a front end washing machine, but I will tumble for you. I will tumble for you. And then, well, even this right here, I'll just point some stuff. I will walk off so you guys can enjoy it. But this here is modern technology impaired. So when you walk around, I don't know if there's 3 beer bottles in the computer. So modern technology impaired. And you might think it looks like one of those 3B computers. Everything looks 3D after 3Bs. And then that is the original set of MASH over there. It was a mashed potato cans. I don't know where it's wrong angle, but mashed potato cans. Original set of MASH, complete with boot camp. And you might notice there's a satellite dish over there for radar. And yes, cleaner showed up too. And then I don't know, everything is. Oh yeah, and then the neighbors in the county thought I was that, by the way.
The devil?
Yeah, they thought it was that. What they were doing to me, I felt like there was a devil too.
Yeah.
So it's part of that devil tester over there. If you guys do have to pass the devil test, you're welcome to grab every dictionary you might see. And you can head on down to the hot party.
Oh, okay.
And then on the other side of that, so it's working today. We're doing our share to keep that global warming down. I think air blowing through ice will help a lot. So,
Yeah.
And then Calvert City does have a drive-in movie theater still functioning. That's our homage to that. And you might notice the tires sticking out of the retirement home over there. And my quick art. And that's all fun. So it all kind of migrated with
We
that.
had no idea there was so many connected pieces of fun in one place.
Yeah, well, it goes together. Like I said, I won't keep boring, but there's over 50, 60 bad puns. And like I said, that is your retirement home. And you might notice the sexy taro from here, sunbathing in the shade. And then the one tire you can see had a major blowout, so now they're trying to lifeline them up the tree. There's more puns there too. Well, you also have you guys might see, you can see the real radiator springs from there. It's kind of being leafed over now, but the real radiator springs.
Yeah.
Just, you do Route 66, every town in Arizona, New Mexico says it's radiator springs, so you can tell me you've seen the real one. And then next night was your Jack and the Beanstalk. So I don't know, everything is planned, and the other set old computers you saw out there. Obviously, I'm growing modern technology, but you're too saying, oh, dude, that's not so modern anymore. So that's why there's a rebooting system behind it. and then if you happen to, I think it's still in there. I was walking to see if anything got blown down just recently. But on one of the computers, you might notice there was a work shoe shoved into one of the computers. That was a little bit farmer in the Dell.
Okay.
So and then you're looking at the back side of it, but when you go on the other side of this trailer, that's our Hillbilly. When you go on the other side, you notice that's our Hillbilly spaceship. Because like I said, the only people see UFOs seem to be country or hillbillies.
Yeah, right.
It's demonstrated about the UFO landing here. And then, like I said, so we need our own UFO also, our own spaceship. So on the other side, you'll notice because this side it looks like a trail right there, so you'll start seeing the UFO aspect. So that's our spaceship, and it does take a lot of pedal power. Use booster guys, so a bicycle in front. And I always tell them about your safety. So on the seat of the bicycle, you notice there's a helmet. And your safety helmet, when you do put it on, I always say don't overstrain yourself. So it gives you an idea what that is. So
Yeah,
don't overstrain yourself.
Oh, I didn't know I was still recording.
Is it recording like that?
I guess so.
Well, at least it was sitting there.
Yeah, I could have got a face. I thought I turned it off. Do you see? It's not me. So this is your retirement home.
We better go so we get crashed in.
We still got to go to the toy museum, don't we?
Yeah, I did. You want to play?
This is the throne.
My head's going with all those explanations. I had no idea there was so many things.
There's your big wheel.